So first thing is an Onshape. How do you get this basically to be, ready for a 3D printer? You want to come down here to the lower left, right click Part Studio 1. It's probably going to be called that. It might be called something different. If I right click there and I do export and we make sure it's STL, and if we design in inches, I would pick inches there. Sometimes you might have to go to millimeter. It depends on how you did it. So sometimes what I do is I go like this, and I'll call it, ring inches. And then you also could, if you're not sure how you did it, you also could, do it in, because I think the video's in millimeters. So I'll do it ring millimeters. So that's it for Onshape. Like, it's ready to go. So now all you got to do is you got to start up the Prusa software. And more than likely, you're not going to have under printer the right printer listed. So if you don't see this, the SL1, that's our $2,000 resin printer, you just go to add. And once you go here, it's none of these printers here. It's none of those. So what do? Well, let's try next. And then this is the one we want. So I hit the checkbox there, and that's how you get the printer in there. Some students make the mistake, by the way, is they add the printer, but then they don't actually select it. So here it says mini, that's not right. So make sure that it says SL1 right there, because you might have more than one printer. All right, so then after that, you're just gonna import your file. And so I'm gonna hit File, Import, and then open your file, and it gets placed. Now, we've done some trial and error and stuff, and it turns out that this is the best way to have it print. What hasn't worked out so well in the past is if we rotate it 180, then we've had some more difficulty, especially if you decide to put on a pad. A pad oftentimes is a good choice to put a pad below the object, and what it does is it prints like this. But breaking the pad off your ring has proven to be quite difficult. So I think the best thing is to have your ring be like this, have a pad be below your object, and so that little pad will help it to stick a little bit better. And then again, we can stack many, many rings on here, maybe 6, 8, 10 rings. So get your friends, get your buddies on here, and get a bunch on here so we print at the end of the period. The way it's going to work is it's going to be printing this layer here first, and then it's going to be printing each layer as your ring rises out of the pool of resin. And so this is how it's going to print, kind of upside down like this. And so once you have that done, then all you want to do is hit export, put in a USB flash drive, give it a good name that's unique. You hit save to USB drive, and you walk over to that printer, put it in, and basically you hit start. It's that easy. So it's really not hard, and I'm going to be offering some extra credit for the first 5 people that get this done. And then I would say after this, what would be smart to do is to go to my YouTube channel, and you want to basically look at the casting video that I have, and it's called Wax Ring Investing. And then you're going to be doing this video. Again, do it with a friend, do it with 4 people. Super, super fun. And then we put it in kilns, and then the wax gets burned out and disintegrates, and then we basically inject metal into the empty cavity, and that's how your ring is made. That's how the Cardiff Kook is made. That's how every bronze sculpture you've seen in your life is pretty much made in a similar fashion. Maybe not 3D printed, but it goes from wax. Wax is melted out, called the lost wax process, and then metal is inserted into that voided space.